Local people, local news.
Good evening, everyone. A federal appeals court ruling is causing a little concern among local gun owners. The 11-judge panel of the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals says gun owners do not have a constitutional right to conceal carry. Local News 8's Chelsea Brensel spoke with a local gun owner who says this ruling could impact Idahoans in the future.
That's right, Carol. California law enforcement can now require those who apply for a concealed weapons permit to show that they are in immediate danger or have a good reason to obtain a permit beyond self-defense.
Well, I believe in the Constitution. The problem that we have is we have activist judges, specifically like Judge Fletcher here, that simply don't believe that the Constitution is relevant.
Adam Fergoli is talking about the San Francisco appeals panel that just turned over a 2014 ruling regarding the right to conceal carry.
They think that it's an antiquated document. It is in the Constitution, Chelsea. That's what's so frightening about this.
He says it's frightening because on July 1st, Idaho permitless carry law goes into effect.
When the people of Idaho decide to make constitutional changes to the Idaho Constitution, and it's voted on by a majority of the people, that those laws are challenged. We've seen that several cases over the last several years to where what the will of the people in the state of Idaho, the federal government could care less about that. So in essence, I'm very concerned about this.
One of those concerns is if it goes to the Supreme Court.
It's a little naive to believe that somehow that this is not going to affect us, specifically coming from a judge that was appointed by President Bill Clinton in his administration. How is that not going to affect us in the next Supreme Court decision when this is being heard and there could be a potential President Clinton 2.0?
I reached out to Representative Ron Nate of Rexburg, who passed a bill for permitless carry in Idaho. He says in part, quote, "I wholeheartedly disagree with the court's ruling. Rights are rights, and we shouldn't have to go begging the sheriffs to secure them. This ruling should stand as a warning to Idahoans that the Second Amendment rights and other constitutional rights are increasingly peril. We cannot rely on the courts to defend our rights. We must have Constitution-minded elected officials and, more importantly, engaged citizens who are ready to take appropriate stands against unconstitutional laws and rulings." Live in the studio, I'm Chelsea Brensel.
Thank you, Chelsea. So what does the Second Amendment actually say? Well, we looked. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.